You know, uh, traveling internationally has that one moment of pure tension, like getting your passport stamped right before the boarding gate closes.
Oh, yeah. It is a hard deadline. You miss it, and, well, you're just not getting on the plane.
Exactly. And if you rely on a Mexican cell phone line, you are facing a very similar absolute deadline right now. So, welcome to your custom deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, our mission is extracting exactly what you need to know about the new 2026 mandatory cell phone registration rule from Mexico's Digital Transformation and Telecommunications Agency.
Right, the CRT.
Yeah, so your phone doesn't suddenly go dead. Okay, so let's unpack this. Why is the government suddenly playing bouncer with our cell service?
Well, it really comes down to closing a massive structural loophole in the telecom grid. Because historically, I mean, anyone could just walk into a convenience store, buy a prepaid SIM card with cash, and possess a completely untraceable line of communication.
Which obviously presents some, security issues.
Yeah, exactly. The agency's rationale is that this veil of anonymity really fuels organized crime,
Hmm.
particularly extortion and kidnapping rings.
Wow, okay.
So to establish security and control, the CRT is enforcing strict identity verification. They're requiring the user of every single active mobile line to upload an official, verifiable government ID,
Wait, so every single person?
every single person. And it has to explicitly link their physical identity to that specific phone number.
But wait, I have to push back on that premise just a bit. Won't bad actors just pivot to using stolen identities or, international eSIMs?
That is a totally fair question.
Because it seems like everyday citizens are taking on all the friction here. And the data privacy risks of handing their IDs over to a telecom registry while the actual criminals will just find a technical workaround.
Right, and that is actually the primary criticism of this mandate. The system isn't foolproof against highly sophisticated workarounds. However, the CRT's underlying logic is all about friction.
Meaning they just want to make it harder to operate.
Exactly. By eliminating the easy, anonymous prepaid option, they significantly raise the operational cost and difficulty for illicit networks.
Right, the ones relying on thousands of burner phones.
Yeah. And to ensure compliance, the agency has made the consequences for ignoring this registry incredibly severe.
Okay, so what does this all mean for the procrastinators out there? Like, if you wait too long to verify your identity, do you just lose a few bars of signal, or does your phone become an expensive paperweight?
It becomes a literal paperweight.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The authority is enforcing a total, uncompromising blackout. No calls, no text messages, and absolutely zero mobile data.
Oh, wow.
But because suddenly cutting off millions of people at once would completely crash the entire national grid,
Yeah.
they've engineered a rolling cutoff.
Oh, that makes sense. So how does that schedule work?
The rollout is a strict, staggered calendar based entirely on the last digit of your phone number. It moves in 2-week intervals.
Okay, so give us the breakdown.
So numbers ending in 0 are due by August 15th, ones by August 31st, and so on, all the way down to the digit 9, which has a final deadline of December 31st.
Here's where it gets really interesting. It's like boarding a flight by zones, but if you miss your zone, you're kicked out of the airport entirely.
That is exactly what it's like.
And the mandatory platform to secure your spot is registertolinea.chugat.mx. But knowing how government platforms handle heavy traffic, I mean, if everyone waits until the final day of their specific 2-week window to upload their ID, isn't that a recipe for a digital traffic jam?
Oh, a massive one. When millions of users bottleneck a single server trying to upload high-resolution photos of their IDs at, say, 11:59 p.m., system timeouts are highly likely.
Yeah, the site is just going to crash.
Completely. The official guidance strongly urges early compliance, because if a technical glitch prevents your upload, well, the network doesn't care. Once your specific 2-week window closes, your connectivity just drops.
Yeah, nobody wants to be completely disconnected because a registry page buffered for too long, which makes the game plan for today pretty clear.
Yes. Your primary takeaway today is immediate and actionable. Look at the last digit of your phone number right now.
Right now.
Find your exact deadline on that staggered calendar and handle the verification on the official website before the inevitable rush hits.
Secure the boarding pass early. But looking at the very end of this timeline brings up a pretty wild scenario.
How so?
Well, with the absolute final cutoff for the digit 9 hitting on December 31st, what happens to the millions of dormant devices? You know, the forgotten SIM cards in kitchen drawers or the temporary burner phones that will never be registered once the clock strikes midnight.
Oh, we are going to witness a massive overnight purge of active cell numbers. The system will forcibly clear out millions of unverified lines in an instant.
Right. Which makes you wonder, will we see this massive overnight purge suddenly reshape the country's entire digital and communication landscape? It's something fascinating for you to mull over the next time you look at your phone, because come January 1st, the network is going to look very different.